Back again with another live. In this live, you guys, we've been talking about what the president had just put out, some information that the president just put out. President here in Uganda has just ordered another total lockdown. So if you guys have read this title, if you see this title and you clicked on it, you guessed it. Uganda has now been put under another complete and total lockdown for another 42 days. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what he just talked about just now. And this live is really not going to be that long of a live, so you guys just watching, bear with me. But again, if you guys read that title, if you clicked on that title, then yes, it is true. Uganda is now under another lockdown. Now, I just did a live a few days ago about how Uganda was under a 42-day lockdown, but it's been, 12 days since that video, I think, something like that, around that many days. And the president just had another speech. He just ended the speech a few minutes ago, started around 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that. And the president has issued just complete and total lockdown. There's no movement of vehicles of any kind unless you're a patient going to a hospital, or unless you have the right credentials to be able to move around. Now, this is actually a kind of sudden thing that just happened, because I didn't know that there was going to be a speech until literally earlier today. So I'm not sure what caused the president to have another speech, but I don't think it was because the numbers have been rising so dramatically, because he mentioned several times on the video that many people have been observing the SOPs and the directives that he had put out a week or so ago in his first video that he did, in his first speech that he did, addressing this 42-day lockdown. Now, this speech that he did today is reinforcing this 42-day lockdown, and there have been more restrictions implemented. And that's why I put the title that I put for this video, Complete and Total Lockdown, because there's going to be no movement of any vehicles, like I said, other than if you're a patient going to the hospital. However, he did allow for some borders to remain open for cargo transportation, and he also allowed for the airports to be open, and he is allowing tourists to come into this country, which is kind of strange to me, because I'm not understanding what is it that they're going to be able to do, because tourists, who come to this country, I guess he's only thinking or considering the tourists who are coming into this country for safaris and whatnot, because I'm not sure how these guys are getting able to move around from the airport to their safari destination or whatever destination it is they're supposed to go to. And this is another reason why I'm making this live video, because it's urgent that I put this information out there to you guys, because I know there's a few people who are supposed to be coming here this weekend. There was supposed to be people who were coming. I know there's one guy who was supposed to come tomorrow, and a few people who are actually coming next week. So I'm putting this information out there because you guys want to double check how you're going to be able to move around now, because private cars have been switched off, and also bodas and public transportation, as far as, excuse me, I've been drinking a little bit, excuse me, public transportation as far as taxis and bodas have been switched off. So they're saying that only registered tourist vehicles are able to move around. Now, here's the funny thing about that. If you are a person who did not book with your safari or wherever it is you're going to stay, if you didn't, get those kind of things out of the way as far as transportation, if you had another method like Uber or something like that, you're not going to be able to use Uber. So that's why I'm putting this out to you guys now, because you're not going to be able to use Uber, and I don't think you'll be able to use airport taxis either. I don't think they'll be available to you. So as of right now, that could change in the next 24 hours. So as of right now, you're only able to use registered tourist vehicles. So if you are planning to come to Uganda in the next few days, or whatever the case may be, you definitely want to find out where you're going to be staying, and you want to make sure that you have the proper transportation to move to those places, because penalties are becoming more steeper and more stiff, and people are being held accountable. And I don't want anybody to be caught up in that situation because you didn't know of this information or that information. And what little bit of information is being put out, I'm trying to let you guys know firsthand and be as transparent with you guys as possible. So you also talked about the number of cases that were going on. I missed that part, but I did hear a lot of the recovered cases, and it seems like there's a high amount of recovered cases. However, he did mention something that was very interesting to me. I know I'm kind of all over the place because I'm really upset about this whole situation, but I'll get into that. But he mentioned something earlier in his speech about how people are getting the vaccines here in Uganda and they're getting the second dose of the vaccine. However, there are variants out there of this COVID-19 strain, or the strain that causes COVID-19. There are variations of that strain that are resistant 100% to the vaccine that people are getting, the first and second dose. So this is more information that we need, that we don't have information on. This is more things that we don't have information on, more questions that we don't have answered. And I really don't understand what's the whole propaganda about people pushing for getting vaccines, if the president had just admitted that there are strains out there that are present in Uganda at that, or if not present in Uganda but present in other countries that you might want to travel to. These strains are out there and they're being spread around, and the vaccine that you just currently got has no effect on these strains whatsoever. So I've been seeing a lot of propaganda being pushed about these vaccines for quite a long time, and I've kept quiet about it because I personally feel like a vaccine is a personal individual's choice. I don't feel in any way, shape, or form that every single human needs to get a vaccine because of reasons just like this. And once again, I feel like it's up to every individual, their own personal beliefs and what they want to put in their own body. That should be their choice. Nobody should be forced to get a vaccine or should be forced to put anything inside their body just to make the next person feel comfortable. So I purposely stayed away from that conversation for a long time because my beliefs are different than everybody else's. Personally, when I was in the Army, we didn't have a choice. We had to get vaccines, and some of that stuff I did not want to get at all. And if I had a choice, I wouldn't have gotten it. But we got them. I did get sick from it. I recovered. It is what it is. But that's neither here nor there. So moving along from that, when the president had mentioned that people are getting these vaccines, and a lot of people in Uganda are getting these vaccines. However, the new strains are not affected by the vaccine itself. That was kind of alarming to me because I'm not understanding how is it that you're pushing so much propaganda within the Ministry of Health. The propaganda is coming all the way from the top all the way down below, and people here in Uganda, like I told y'all guys before, have a very limited amount of information. So people were really believing that if I get this vaccine, I'll be safe, I'll be secure, everything will be fine, I can move on with my life. And now we're seeing that that's not the case at all. Even if you get the vaccine, your life is still the same as everybody else's. So I don't understand this whole propaganda thing. If you guys can help me out with that and explain that whole portion to me, then maybe I'll have some understanding. But as of right now, I'd really appreciate it for people to stop pushing that kind of propaganda on other people when all the information, all the facts are not out there. The human studies and human testing have not all been done. There's not been a year's worth of testing or studies to be done behind the aftermath of these vaccines. So it's not a lot of information that's been put out so far. Literally everybody that's getting a vaccine, you're nothing but a guinea pig, in my opinion, in my eyes. But this is one of the reasons why I stay away from this conversation, because it's just not enough data that's being put out there, all right? So with that being said, with that information already out there and present, a lot of people are spending their money, getting these vaccines and stuff like that. And I want to remind that people here, do not get caught up in any scam of someone offering to give you a cheaper vaccine or somebody offering to give you services for boosting your immune system, whatever the case may be. If it's a natural remedy to boost your immune system, that's fine. But if it's some kind of medicine that they're recommending you take, I don't recommend you take that stuff. I don't recommend you getting caught up in those scams, because a lot of information is not being put out there and it's not accurate. As we just seen that in America, Dr. Fauci has been lying about a whole bunch of shit. So a lot of American lives have been lost because of the lies that public individuals who are being trusted to put out this information have been known to lie or mislead the public, basically. So I would like everybody to stop spreading propaganda and take it up upon their individual selves to learn about what's going on. You understand? Because honestly, this whole stuff about people putting shit on Facebook and Instagram, and they're just talking a bunch of nonsense. And then on top of that, the government is saying something different. But now we're seeing the data has proved, a whole different story. It's just too much misinformation. So it'd just be best if a lot of people just stop spreading all the misinformation. Watch the speeches, watch the interviews, look at the physical data that's available. Then you make your individual determination based off of that. That's my opinion. So moving along from that, back to this whole lockdown situation. In the beginning, it was only inter-district travel. You couldn't travel from one district to another. Now it's just no travel whatsoever. They didn't say anything about people exercising outside. I remember last year, that was a big situation where people were still trying to exercise outside, go running, go jogging, stuff like that. And I didn't hear anything about that whatsoever. So if anybody heard any information about going to the gym or something of that nature, then go ahead and let us know. If you can't go to a gym, then if you have any information on jogging outside, then also let us know. Like I said, I think that stuff will be answered within the next 24 hours because the president only put out a limited amount of information. He didn't. I don't even think he mentioned about like private parties and stuff like that. I know restaurants in the first speech that he had were allowed to be open, so I don't know if they're going to be closed. I'm assuming that they're going to be closed because pretty much everything else is closed. He already closed churches. Schools are shut down. Certain markets are allowed to stay open, but with the limited amount of movement, how are you going to get to these markets, these fresh open air markets and stuff like that? And that's one of the biggest issues that I'm having with this whole lockdown because it was very abrupt and there's a lot of things that are not, there are systems that weren't put in place to help people who depend on that day-to-day income. You understand? There's a lot of people here in Uganda who literally depend on that 20,000 or that 30,000 that they'll make in that one day, or 1 million that they're making that one day. Now they won't be making anything at all because either their supplies won't reach their destination because the suppliers are not gonna. There's no movement, so the suppliers may not, spend that extra money to have it delivered or whatever the case may be. You understand? They just might just not deliver at all. So now it's very questionable whether within a week or so, you'll go to a shop and they'll have supplies. Even though this lockdown is only for 42 days, in 42 days, a lot can happen. You understand? A lot of damage can be done in that short amount of time when systems are not put in place to make sure those things don't happen. So that's why, once again, I'm putting this information out there to you guys so that you guys can be aware and prepared because, once again, your boy was 9. So, other than that, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to gather some more information. But honestly, I believe at this point I'm gonna have to get up out of here. I'm gonna have to go to Kenya. I'm gonna the information I'm gonna gather. I'm gonna call a guy that I know who has a private tourist vehicle, is registered and everything. I want to see if this guy's able to move around. Because he's not in my area. He's actually in Entebbe. I don't know any that are in my area, and I'm going to see what I can do about moving around this area because I'm actually considering going to Kenya. And that was one thing I wanted to mention to you guys. If you guys actually, my dedicated subscribers who watch these videos and my dedicated subscribers who love the content that I put out, if you guys really fuck with your boy, right now is the time where I really need y'all because I don't want my YouTube business to suffer any longer because of these lockdown situations. As much as I want to stay here in Uganda and promote a lot of stuff about Uganda, it's not realistic right now because of all this lockdown stuff. So with that being said, I'm going to have to go to Kenya a lot sooner than I wanted to. So I just looked online literally just now. I was on the phone and I saw some tickets up here for around like 200 USD. So I'm going to try to book one of those tickets in the next few days. Try to get up out of here soon. So if you guys like I was saying, you guys really care about me, really fuck with your boy, you want to see more of my content, I really need you guys to look out for me and donate a little something to my Cash App or to my PayPal. No, I'm not begging, but I got to get up out of here because I want to continue my content. I want to continue doing the things that I want to do. But as of right now, doing this kind of tourism content in Uganda, it's just not realistic because there's not much going on for tourism. I can't promote any restaurants to you. I can't promote any bars. Oh, by the way, if a bar just so happens to open in Uganda and you get caught, they shut you down permanently and they ban your license permanently. So I'm 100% sure at this point that nobody's going to be operating anything. So if you guys could look out for your boy, my cash app is $King Obatunda 757. Donate $1 to your boy, $5, $10, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this $200 ticket. I'm gonna book this in the next 24, 48 hours, something like that. I'm gonna secure me a ride, and I'm definitely going to Kenya, y'all. I got to get up out of here because there's no way I can sit here for another 42 days and try to improve my business and do everything that I'm doing. And it's not going to work out for me at all. I'm not sure about other YouTubers who are around. Actually, I know a few who already left because of what's going on. So like I said, y'all, if y'all could look out for your boy, my PayPal is paypal.me/King Obatunda. My Cash App is $King Obatunda 757. Hit your boy up, send me $1, let me holler. You know what I'm saying? Help me get up out of here because I got to go. I'm considering going to Kenya first, and then I'm gonna go to TZ. I'm gonna wait this whole lockdown out over there because those countries, they have COVID. Don't get me wrong; they have their own things that they're going through with COVID. However, they have a different way of dealing with it and a different way of managing it. And I know for sure that I can continue to be King Obatunda and put all the information out there that I can. I can do a better job at bridging the gap of information for African diasporans and African continental people, not just being stationary here in Uganda, because right now it's a lot of things that I can't do just being stationary, you understand? So that is the reason why I'm asking you guys, look out for your boy and help me out a little bit, because I can get the ticket right now, but I got to get tests done and stuff like that. I got to take those COVID-19 tests. I got to book Airbnbs. I got to get a transport from the airport and stuff like that. So if you guys can look out for your boy, you know what I'm saying? I just paid my rent. I got other things going on right now. I have a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. And then with this whole lockdown going on, it's just shut everything completely down. That's another thing. They didn't say anything about landlords demanding rent. My landlord definitely just came and demanded some rent again. So that's just what, a lot of crazy stuff that's going on there. They haven't talked about whether or not they're going to give out food supplies to families who are stuck because they deal with this day-to-day income. A lot of families don't have the food supplies at home to be, stuck for 42 days. And then you have other people who actually have to work, who have to go to make chapati or make mandazis or whatever the case, whatever their business is. They have to do that every single day in order to eat every single day. And with them not having no work for 42 days, it's a lot of suffering that's going to happen here, So I think it's time right now. I go ahead and move on. I go to Kenya, and then afterwards, I'm going to go to Tanzania. I'm not leaving Uganda permanently, but I definitely want to leave for this lockdown, because last year when I stayed for this lockdown, it was really bad on my YouTube channel. I really wasn't doing too good at all. I couldn't really put out a lot of information. Even when I was filming, like walking around filming, police would stop me. I can't film certain things. With limited movement, there's nothing really for me no content I can really create other than me doing live videos and just ranting all day. And that's not the kind of guy I am. It's not the kind of content that I put out. So I can put out more content if I'm in a country where I can move around and actually do fun things. You understand? I can actually go to this place and see this, or go to that place and see that. Right now here in UG, it's not happening whatsoever. And I'm not about to pay $1,000 to go on a safari and only get to see animals and whatnot. And then it's a limited amount of time that you can do that, because there's a new curfew that is out now. So the curfew used to be 9 p.m. to like 5:30 a.m. I think. Now it's 7 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. So, that whole limited amount of movement and these restrictions and dealing with checkpoints and paying police to get through checkpoints and all of that, it's too much. It's entirely too much. I'm tired of it. So it's time to move on. It's time for me to do what I got to do for my business and for my channel to help me continue to put this information out there to you guys. So once again, my Cash App is $King Obatunda at 757. King Obatunda 757, $King Obatunda 757. My PayPal is paypal.me/King Obatunda. So if you guys can donate $1 to your boy, let me know. I really appreciate that. Don't send it up here on this super chat thing, because I won't get it until like the end of the month of next month or something like that. But if you could donate to me now, that would be really, really appreciated, because I definitely need to move around a bit. I definitely want to continue doing my content. I don't want to be stuck here, not being able to put no information out there, because it'll get to a point where my views and my traffic on my channel will get down so low that it would take a lot of work just to get it back up. So I want to keep this momentum, and I want to keep putting that stuff out there for you guys, because right now, like I said, it's just no moving around. There's nothing I can do right now. Nobody's gonna come visit your boy. We're not gonna have no more gatherings. Juneteenth is tomorrow, and I can't even celebrate. So it's just too much right now. As far as like this whole lockdown goes, I understand why they're doing the lockdown, though, to a degree. I don't believe that. I don't agree with all the methods that they're using, but I understand why they're trying to do it. Their purpose of it is the president is saying that if people don't move around, basically the virus won't spread. But the problem with that is this is a country where it depends on a lot of movement of the people. You understand? This country depends on a lot of interactions day to day with people. They don't do a lot of stuff online or over the phone or something like that, how we do in the West. People do stuff in person here. So not being able to do a lot of things in person really hurts a lot of people. Not everybody has a boda who can go up the street and buy them bread and eggs and stuff like that and bring them back to their house. You understand? And not everybody has the income to do that, because on top of what you're buying, you have to pay boda fees. And I know this for sure, that a lot of times during even last year in COVID, a lot of times these bodas will gouge prices on you, and they'll hike the prices up, so you'll be paying outrageous amount of money just to get something simple, brought to your house. You understand? So that's what I mean. Like I said, I know this lockdown is only for 42 days, but too much can happen in 42 days, and it's just going to completely ruin my business whatsoever. And I'm not trying to have that right now. I have too much invested in this business, too much invested in YouTube, in my equipment, in my energy, my time, to just give it all up. You understand? And like I told y'all, in this business, you really have to stay consistent. Y'all know how it is with YouTube. You people, my subscribers who watch my videos, you guys want to see my videos quite often. You want to see things that I'm putting out. I can't be putting out videos every month or 2 months or something like that, because we can't move around or something of that nature. Now, granted, there are other YouTubers who are doing that, but you got to take into the accountability that these guys are sometimes they're sponsored by other companies. They're sponsored by safaris to go and travel to do those things. Your boy's not sponsored. You understand? I do this one on my own dime. So that's why I'm asking y'all to look out for your boys, so I can continue putting that information out to you guys. It's not like y'all just throwing some dollars at me or whatever. I'm just going to do what I want to do with it. I'm actually going to continue to put in work and to do all the stuff that I'm trying to do now. You understand? So once again, y'all look out for your boy. You know what I'm saying? My Cash Apps, $ King Obatuna at King Obatuna 757. My PayPal is paypal.me/King Obatuna. Look out for your boy. Help me out, because I'm definitely trying to get up out of here within the next week or so. I just saw on Kenya Airways there's tickets for $204, one-way tickets going for $204. I'm gonna get a one-way ticket because I'm trying to fly to Kenya and stay over there for about 2 weeks or so, and then I'm gonna go over to TZ and I'm gonna stay there for another 2 weeks, or after the lockdown, then I'll just come back to UG. Hopefully, once everything in UG has settled down. All right, so that's my plan right now. What I'm trying to do. In that amount of time, I have some great and wonderful things lined up for you guys that I had already had planned. I had a whole itinerary planned for going to Kenya and to go to UG, because I found out about a lot of great things to do out there. There's a lot of great people that I want to meet out there. A lot of people who want me to come out there to collab with them and to put information out there, So once again, hit your boy up, all right? Let me know. Plus, I was even supposed to go to Kenya before anyway, a long time ago. A lot of what I'm doing right now is supposed to be doing in Kenya, so I was supposed to cover a lot of content out there, and I was supposed to do a comparison between Uganda and Kenya a long time ago, but I actually didn't really get around to it because I really enjoy being in this country so much. Kind of forgot about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and revamp that, because it's a lot of good information that I can't put out there, because I know a lot of my subscribers, a lot of you guys who follow my channel, many of you guys know about Kenya but don't know about Uganda, or many of you guys been to Kenya but never been to Uganda. So I hear a lot of different information that's put out between those two countries. So I want to, cover some of that stuff and just see the differences, the dynamic, the comparison between the two, and to see how those things are. Back to this COVID situation, I think I pretty much covered all the information. I know I kind of talk a little fast about it. I wanted to kind of stretch this video out a little bit, but I'm not trying to ramble too much. But I think I covered a lot of information about this whole COVID situation as far as lockdown. So I will reiterate some of that stuff for you guys. Curfew, again, is now at 7 p.m. Over at 5:30 a.m. There is no boda boda, no private car, no public taxi or buses, none of that movement unless you are being transported to a hospital within your district or under extreme circumstances or special circumstances out of district. There's no traveling to the village. There's no walking to the border of a district and crossing over to another district. Ain't none of that. You're gonna get turned around. If you have a business or a farm or something like that that's out of district, you're gonna have to figure out the best way you can. But you're not gonna be able to go check on your product at all. So you're just stuck where you are. You understand? I know a buddy of mine who actually has a farm, and he's not gonna be able to go take care of his workers. They're basically stuck on the farm. And it's really not a whole lot that people can do, right now as far as moving. So with that being said, I just hope that people are able to figure out the best way they can, and you guys it's gonna be tough for us. It's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie. It's only 42 days, but in this country, it's not set up like how America is. It's not DoorDashes for everything. It's not apps for everything. So it's just gonna be tough. It's gonna be real tough. So once again, if y'all can help your boy out, so I can move on to the next best thing and try to travel around a bit. I do plan to come back to Uganda, of course. I definitely plan on coming back here. I plan on doing a lot of things here in UG. So it's not like when I leave, I'm gonna leave permanently or something like that. I'm not planning on leaving forever. It's just because of this lockdown, I don't want my businesses to be ruined because of this. I have things that I'm trying to do. I have, I have momentum that I have right now, so I'm trying to keep that momentum. You understand? So you guys, once again, you can donate a little something to your boy, maybe $1, $5, $10, $20, whatever. I'm only trying to buy a ticket that's around $204. That's it, plus tax, probably like $250. All right. So I'm only trying to do that. I booked my Airbnb. I got my own transportation. Other than that, that's really it. So if you guys can help your boy out, my Cash App is $King Obatunda 757, and my PayPal is paypal.me/King Obatunda. So I'm going to leave that information out to you guys and put it in the description. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I'm going to do another live video tomorrow when I know more information about what's going on. So I really hope that you guys really do fuck with your boy, because you guys do watch my videos, and I know some people do enjoy my content that I do put out. I'm not trying to use you guys for money or anything like that. It's just, right now, because of this lockdown, it's kind of an emergency. I really just want to move out of this country, move on to another, the next best thing, another better place. Not saying that this place isn't good. It's just this whole lockdown situation is not good for business at all. All right, it's really, really bad for business for me. All right, so once again, you guys can look out for me. Let me know. All right, I really appreciate it. Other than that, I will holler at y'all another time. I hope you guys learned a little something from this episode, or this live, really. Once again, I'm gonna hit you guys up. I'm gonna do another live video tomorrow, around 7 p.m., 12 p.m. USA time, Eastern time, 7 p.m. UG time. And I will definitely put some more information out there to you. I'm also going to have Ray Kimbabazi. She's going to be on my live video tomorrow. I'm going to pre-record that live because I don't want to do a split screen because sometimes I have connection issues. Tomorrow we're going to talk about Juneteenth. I wanted to talk about slavery here in Uganda, or enslaved African people here in Uganda, because a lot of people don't really know about that stuff. And because of Juneteenth, that's a big holiday to me, bigger than July the 4th, ever since I started really getting into it. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow, about whether or not Ugandans really know about it, whether they celebrate it, whether they're into the whole Pan-Africanist movement, things like that. And then we'll just get into that whole story of Juneteenth tomorrow, and what it means to me and what it means to African people, in particular Ugandan people. So you guys don't want to miss that episode. It's going to be very special. Once again, Ray Kimbabazi from Hot Stories UG. She's gonna be on the channel tomorrow. Oh, I think she changed the title of her name. I apologize. But anyway, Ray Kimba is gonna be on with me tomorrow live. You guys don't want to miss that. So you guys check out that video. I'm gonna have it uploaded by 7 p.m. I really appreciate those 2 donations that just came in just now. Michael Akhenaten and George Abek, I really do appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. If you guys missed the whole live, I was talking about the whole lockdown situation here in UG. I'm going to update you guys tomorrow, and then I'm going to get into some other content tomorrow. And right now, I'm going to start researching for tickets right now, because I definitely am trying to book a ticket so I can get up out of here, all right? So if you guys can, look out for your boy on my Cash App and PayPal, please do. If not, I completely understand. All right, you ain't got to come about your pocket for nothing. All right, but if you do, I appreciate it. All right, everybody else, y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe now. Leave me a thumbs up if you like this episode. Leave me a comment if you need more information on what's going on as far as the situation in UG. If you're currently traveling to UG, my Cash App is King Obatunda 757. It's $ King Obatunda 757. And my PayPal is paypal.me/King Obatunda. So once again, if you guys have any questions, DM me kingobatunda@gmail.com. DM me on Instagram. Leave a comment under my video. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. If not, leave me a thumbs up. Everybody, have a blessed and wonderful day. I'll highlight y'all later. All right, peace. Let me go do my research real quick.